I have decided in 2020 to run for president.
Hi, I'm Ari Weiland.
I'm Sunny Wilder.
I'm Brianna West.
I'm Alex White.
And I'm Maxine Whitney.
And
we are the managers for Kanye West's 2020 presidential campaign. We believe that a true successful candidate must have a successful brand around them.
Be successful in other marketing endeavors.
And they must be multi-generational and display resilience in whatever conflicts come their way.
We will now individually provide you with information as to why Kanye West is the best presidential candidate for office in 2020.
We will do this by talking about Kanye's early life, music, fashion, Fatburger franchise, and his interpersonal relationships. Henry West was born on June 8, 1977 in Atlanta, Georgia. His parents were divorced when he was only 3. West had a very deep relationship with his mother, which heavily influenced his future life. West moved to Chicago and took an interest in the Chicago hip-hop culture. At the age of 13, he persuaded his mother to rent studio time for him, and that's where he met producer and DJ No ID, who then became his idol. While in high school, West learned the art of making beats and used his talent to help local underground artists. After West graduated from high school, he received a scholarship to attend the American Academy of Art. But soon after his enrollment, he transferred to Chicago State University to pursue English, which was influenced by his mother being an English professor. At the age of 20, he dropped out of college and pursued his passion in music. On October 23, 2002, after a long session in the studio, Kanye West fell asleep behind the wheel of his car and had a near-fatal car crash. This car crash left West with his jaw wired shut, but he still managed to record the song Through the Wire, which gave him his first taste of success. Now Alex will talk about Kanye West's successful music career.
While Kanye is most known for his talent as a rapper, he began his music career as a producer and has maintained success in this field for 20 years. As of 2015, he has produced on 394 different albums. He produces nearly all of his own music to guarantee that the results fit his vision. Another successful artist who shares similarities with Kanye is P. Diddy. They share similar values as they both dropped out of college at age 20 to pursue music. Shared values allowed them to have reciprocal interdependence when producing together on Kanye's 2015 release All Day. Both have had similar career strategies. They both started as producers, became rappers, and later maintained success in entrepreneurial ventures. They both share similar entrepreneurial areas of focus, such as owning restaurants and clothing lines. Puffy's both failed, however, while Kanye's franchise continues to achieve success. Both shared vision of being versatile between genres. Kanye used this to make an electropop album, while Puffy failed at an attempt to make a gospel album, but both of which exemplify this vision. Kanye's similarities to P. Diddy indicate future success because Diddy has the highest net worth in hip-hop at $735 million. One of Kanye's major skills lies in analyzing the market and his competition in order to adjust his strategies and brand accordingly. Kanye's first album was rap-focused with soul music samples. Through market research, he noticed other artists copying this style, which led him to change his vision and style in order to stay ahead of his competition. In order to keep up with his brand as an innovative artist, he began experimenting with electronic and house music. In 2008, Kanye completely changed his vision from his past albums, focusing on an electropop music style in order to express his feelings on the death of his mother. This album created a niche market for artists like Drake, who use a synth R&B sound with their rapping. In order to broaden his target audience, his next album featured artists from many genres, including indie folk artists such as Bon Iver. His most recent album, Yeezus, featured acid house, dancehall, Chicago drill, and industrial music in the album's music style. Kanye has had many achievements throughout his career, which help him build his net worth to $145 million. Kanye's received 21 Grammy Awards, which is tied for 10th most ever with his mentor Jay-Z. He has been nominated for Grammys in 8 of the last 10 years and has received 89 awards over 352 nominations. His first 3 albums went triple platinum, while his next 3 went platinum. One of Kanye's missions was to break into the TV and film industry. He's acted in 8 different films at this point and has been on 4 TV shows, one being a voiceover role. He's been credited on being on 124 different soundtracks, including movies, TV shows, and award shows. He has 67 entries on the Billboard Top 100 as of July 2015. Now Sunny will talk about Kanye's presence in the fashion industry.
Kanye West has had a great amount of influence in the footwear industry. He has designed shoes for Bape, Nike, Adidas, Louis Vuitton, and Giuseppe Zanotti. Kanye was the first non-athlete given a signature shoe by Nike. The Air Yeezy 1 and 2 both retailed higher than the typical Nike shoe, with prices of over $200 and they were both very limited, with only about 1,500 pairs each. In November 2013, Kanye said on the Los Angeles-based 97.1 AMP radio that he had previously designed sneakers for Giuseppe Zanotti and Balmain without taking any credit. In December 2013, Kanye West officially signed with Adidas. In this deal, Kanye received royalties in a deal worth more than the $4 million a year Nike offered him. Kanye was a fashion icon with much controversy from the start. The release of his first record in 2004 shifted the landscape of the hip-hop industry, while Kanye's choice in clothing, complete with brightly colored rugby shirts, pink polos, and Louis Vuitton backpacks, also complicated the image of rappers wearing baggy jeans and overly sized tees. Kanye West has designed clothing for Bape, Louis Vuitton, and Giuseppe Zanotti. Kanye's Louis Vuitton collaboration consisted of 3 styles, all of which were priced in the $800 to $1,200 range. West premiered his high-end women's collection at a much-talked-about show in Paris in 2011. The collection consisted of tight dresses, fur scarves, leather, and a high-heeled shoe made in collaboration with Giuseppe Zanotti. The shoes were the only piece from the collection that made it to the store shelves, with a retail price of $5,800. In December 2012, Virgil Abloh was a guy printing stuff on Champion blanks and flannels by the newly defunct Ralph Lauren label, Rugby. Pyrex Vision sold out instantly, and West was seen co-signing the brand multiple times over the next few months that followed by wearing it. His influence played a large role in Virgil's eventual success. Kanye and Virgil had shared values and a shared vision for the fashion label, and therefore were able to make it a successful line. In July 2013, Kanye's first APC collaboration hit stores. The line was met with near instant sellouts and lines outside of APC stores. Influence is something that Kanye looks for in everything. Kanye believes that racism is a huge distraction to humanity. This has become one of his greatest influences in fashion. Kanye has talked about how one of his business strategies in order to come across influence for fashion is avidly watching the everyday life and movement of people. Kanye often compares himself to Steve Jobs. He is seeking to use innovative culture style in fashion like Steve Jobs did with Apple. Kanye continues to be on a mission in order to become the fashion designer that he has wanted to be for so long. Now Brianna will talk about Kanye's successful Fatburger franchise.
In addition to Kanye's incredible success in the music and fashion industry, he has also been finding success in a business not as commonly dominated by musicians. Kanye owns and assists in managing 10 Fatburger restaurants. Fatburger was founded in 1952 by Lovey Yancey. She created something unique, a culture, a phenomenon, if you will. She created the biggest, juiciest hamburgers anyone had ever seen. So obviously there was only one name for them, Fatburger. It is a fast, casual, non-formal burger joint. The Fatburger motto is, "Quality is our pledge." They use 100% lean beef and 100% cholesterol-free oil, adding to their cleanliness and high-quality food. It attempts to be a healthier fast food option, putting it in a niche market. Kanye's 10 Fatburger restaurants are located in and around Chicago. He purchased the rights through his holding company, KW Foods, LLC. KW obviously standing for Kanye West. The first 2 restaurants he opened were located in Beverly and Orland. The Chicago area, Kanye's area, rank among the top 20% of highest earning Fatburger locations nationwide. He had a 100% increase of sales from 2011 through 2013. There have also been over $100 million in annual revenue on average since 2011. Other big names in Hollywood that own or have owned Fatburgers include Queen Latifah and E40. Kanye has been able to prosper in an area other musicians have failed, from Britney Spears' notorious Nyla Eatery, which was a New York City pastry shop, to J-Lo's Madres, which was a Puerto Rican restaurant. Failure is not uncommon in the restaurant business as far as musicians are concerned. Kanye was able to reach fans and potential fans by creating something people always need, food. Kanye even has an upcoming deal with Fatburger to open 8 more restaurants, but the locations for these eateries are still up for debate. He is rumored to be opening some of the new restaurants in Europe. The future is looking bright for Kanye's new endeavors, including but not limited to his fast food success. Now Maxine is going to talk to you about Kanye's various networks and how Kanye's personal relationships have impacted his career.
Kim Kardashian West, Kanye's wife, links a lot of her most recent success to her relationship with Kanye. Since the two were married in 2014, Kim's yearly salary has jumped from $28 million to just under $53 million annually. Kim has made it clear that she values Kanye's opinion and makes sure to get his input on everything. One of her most recent projects, her book of self-images titled Selfish, was a project that West had a lot of influence in but took almost no credit for. Kim told Rolling Stone that Kanye designed the layout for her book, which has sold almost 125,000 copies worldwide, as well as connected her to the publication that she worked with, Rizzoli Publications. With Kanye as a transformational leader, Kim has been inspired to change her style completely since the start of their relationship in 2012. Kim says that very early on, Kanye convinced her to throw away a good portion of her highly expensive, extensive wardrobe and start to fill it with more unique, high-fashion pieces. Even though his strategy was a little invasive, it proved well for Kim. Her new style has landed her seats at the best shows at Fashion Week and helped her develop close, lucrative relationships with designers, recently landing herself several major campaigns with high-end labels like Alexander Wang and Balmain. Also, by marrying into a family like the Kardashians, Kanye is ensuring himself a constant place in the spotlight. He also has access to the family's capital empire as well, proving this with his most recent request for his daughter to be paid more on her appearances on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Another relationship that has proved very important and lucrative in Kanye's life is his relationship with Jay-Z. In the words of Jay-Z, it's always been a big brother thing. Kanye considers Jay-Z to be one of his most influential mentors, as well as a huge reason behind his success. Kanye started producing songs for Jay-Z and others on Jay-Z's label in 2001, and eventually was signed to the Rockefeller label. He produced Jay-Z's 11th studio album, The Blueprint 3, and years later, together they wrote and produced their joint album, Watch the Throne. In addition to the remarkable success of their joint music ventures together, Kanye and Jay-Z have developed a strong public image. Kanye and Kim and Beyonce and Jay-Z are two of the most talked about power couples, especially when they are together. One of Kanye's most important celebrity relationships was with Taylor Swift. The moment when he stole the mic away from the young singer was one of the most talked about moments in TV history. After the incident, he was advised to leave the country because of the media storm that was raining down on him. In an interview with Ellen, he spoke about how he felt like all his visions, strategies, and dreams came crashing down as he realized how angry people were about this. In his most recent VMA speech, he talked about how he died with the artist's opinion, meaning he paved the way for the freedom of speech and critique between artists and genres. He did apologize, but he didn't let his bruised reputation stop him from making music. Since the incident, he has released 2 incredibly successful albums, as well as worked with highly influential artists like Rihanna and Paul McCartney. He continues to overcome adversity and market himself as a successful businessman.
And that's why you should vote Kanye West for President of the United States of America.